Hey everyone, welcome. This is going to be a brand new channel I'm going to start up here. This is going to be called Tales from the Tool Shed. I've done this woodworking stuff for quite a while, and I've really saw a spot where I can maybe be helpful to the small shop, small contractor, carpenter, and this is what I'm thinking about getting into. Let's just experiment here a little bit with YouTube and just that kind of thing. But a little bit about me. I'm oh boy, I got started in cabinets and woodworking in 2002, and this kind of grew into my main career, and focused on being a carpenter, cabinet maker, cabinet finisher, installer, everything to do with cabinets, designing, sales, and even marketing, to where I even own my own company. So a little bit about me. I'm a cabinet maker, cabinet installer, cabinet finisher by trade. I got started right out of high school finishing custom cabinets as a residential house painter. Did that for 10-15 years, worked with some great people, worked on some amazing projects, and kind of got my base in cabinetry and finishing. Then I ended up moving into a cabinet shop and worked there as the finisher, and then eventually got into helping install and then finish, install, and then build. And then we got sold to another company, and I was this finisher, installer, and builder. And then we got sold to another company, and same thing. And then we actually went out on our own with us and another couple people, and that was pretty good. And then and then I got picked up. The day that company ended, we got bought by another company, and they brought us under their wing, and it was a really nice place to work. A lot of great focused people, and I actually became project manager. And I ran with that. I was managing everything from paint jobs to cabinets, remodel projects. There were good teams. We had a great painter. We had a great framing crew. We had a great cabinet shop staff. But I kind of was the boss's right-hand man when it came to everything, including that. And I got my feet wet in sales. And then I started doing sales for cabinets as well as running the shop. And then lo and behold, I ended up owning the shop. So I ran my own business for 7 years, and had a great time doing it. Made a lot of great projects, and things went sideways with the economy. And then we had a little life change here at in our family, and I went out and got a real job. Still doing cabinets and doing cabinet installation, that kind of thing. And I still got that job, and it's quite different because it's commercial. Commercial versus residential is totally different. So it's a little bit more high speed, less detail, less quality. I don't want to say that negatively, but there's a price point that things got to be, to where you can't stick custom home size and quality build of cabinetry into a commercial apartments and whatnot. You just can't have that. Just cost of scale. Getting back to it, stuff that I do here. Let's get into that. That's in a nutshell is who I am and what I do. But anyway, getting to this. This is just a little tool shed. This is where I do projects semi-year round. Winters are a little challenging because it is kind of cold. I'm in an uninsulated shed here, so this is my table saw build platform where I do all my assembly work, and I build everything from small river tables or river boards, epoxy and redwood, same thing, epoxy and redwood, to just cutting boards. This one I just got sanded up a little bit ago. This is for my sister-in-law. She needed another one to have at home. To some pretty custom shape boards. These are all cutting boards that chop them, use them like they would. All the way to an $800 guitar that I'm sanding down. I'm going to refinish. It's going to be a paint job, but who's crazy to sand down an $800 guitar? This guy. But it'll be awesome when I'm done with it. So that's the kind of stuff I do here. I make cheese boards, charcuterie boards. I should have brought my big one out. But charcuterie boards, cutting boards, cheese cutters with the little wire thing. I've done several of those. We're getting into some bigger projects. I got river tables like this. Customer was looking at getting some, and I'm working a timeline to get that done. Possibly some bigger size ones, and just that kind of thing, as well as anything woodwork related. I got this kit from my dad back in 1992. It's a kit to assemble your own flintlock pistol. And it's raw wood, raw walnut. It's something I've always wanted to touch it, never had the opportunity. And now I just kind of do because a little more time. And it's just a kit. I'll put that together here soon. I'll be on the channel here. That's about what I do in the channel and what I come from. Now, what is the purpose of this channel? And that's more organization in a small space. How you can use your small space effectively to create custom projects and not break the bank as far as tooling is concerned. My shop I used to have had awesome tooling. I had some of the most state-of-the-art equipment, but that was another lifetime ago, and honestly it was nice, but I didn't need all. I didn't need all of it, but there's some things I wish I still had. Was my Grizzly 2-belt Y-belt sander. Oh, you sand within 5/1000ths of an inch through the sander, and just made things a lot easier than doing it through a planer, getting these down to flat, and then orbitaling sanding them down to the desired grit, and then applying finish. In the future, that's what we'll focus on anyway, is small projects, small space woodworking. I don't do a lot of hand cut dowels. I don't do a lot of the small chisel work, that kind of woodworking, that specialty woodworking, hobby woodworking. I really don't get into that because I came from the cabinetry based, to where you're going to need to build a box and get it built and get it installed in someone's house and turn a profit. And you do a good job, and business comes back to you. But what I want to do is I want to have some guests, and I've got a few in mind. Well, a couple are my really good friends. One is Thor. He's a really good friend of mine that does those kind of woodwork projects where he does hand cut dowels. He does some of the stuff he produces just flat out amazing for what the space he's got, and the tools that he's working with is amazing to me. I see what he's done, and he's a junior woodworker himself. He's just doing it as a hobby, but the stuff that he's producing is flat out gorgeous. And another guest I'd like to have is one of my old employees. I have him in here and just sit and talk about what I'm dealing with now, how I can make this better, and what he's got going on in the future. And like I said, I'll get a couple guests, and this is just the first episode here. This is just the baby steps of this channel, and I hope that you guys will follow along. If you want, send me a message, send me comments, please. Criticize me, give me some feedback, because I can't grow without some feedback. I'm going to look back at this tape and I'll see how my mic quality is. I might have to get a wireless mic. Still a good camera. Anyway, thanks for joining me on this journey, and let's go have some fun. Thank you.